Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. 30th Shloka, page number 59. Chapter 3. Please repeat after me. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatajvaraha. The Gita Yoga tells a technique how should we perform, live in this world. There are 4 aspects. One is Nirashi Bhutva, second is Nirmamo Bhutva, and third Vigata Jvaraha Bhutva, 3 of them. And for whom the karma is to be done, Mai Sarvani Karmani Sanyasya Adhyatma Chetasa. So these are the 4 aspects to be understood when we perform any karma. Sarvani karmani, whatever we are performing in our life, whether we are taking food, whether we are going for a walk, whether we are doing exercise, whether we are doing our duty where we are appointed, whether we are studying, everything, sarvani karmani, nothing is excluded. Sarvani karmani. Mai sanyasya. Here Bhagavan Krishna is talking about the absolute reality, Mai, in me. So whatever you are doing, you do it sincerely for some higher goal. See? When the goal is higher, the lower things drop automatically. Like, those people who are doing research. Like one of my friend is there in Bangalore, he young man. He is now hardly in his mid-30s, not even that. And I know him when he was pretty young, but so intelligent. At the age of 25 or so, he had 1 or 2 PhDs in mathematics and then in computer science. He was a professor in MIT in USA, in Europe, in Australia, New Zealand, everywhere. Within that period of 2-3 years, he is so much, extremely intelligent. And then I said, so where do you want to settle? Of course in India. I don't want to go anywhere else. Now, a person who is living at a very subtle, higher level, his quality of life is different. And those who are living at a very base level, I should have a big bungalow, I should have this, for what? See, I'll tell you one experience. Many years before, when I was pretty young, I was traveling between Delhi and Mumbai. Those days, the AC train between Mumbai and Delhi and Mumbai started, Rajdhani Express. And there is to be chair cars. So this side 3, this side 2, and in between aisle. So I got a seat in the center of the 3 seats. On left side there was one huge sindhi overflowing the chair. And on the right side there was a young girl sitting, and I was the Swami in the center. You can imagine my tragedy. So this fellow was pushing, and here there was a fireball. So I was doing meditation. Oh God, save me from both. And somehow the train started, and when we reached nearer, so I went to the washroom. I said, excuse me, I want to go to the restroom. So I went. Then some kind of, she started, where are you going, by the way? I said, I don't go anywhere by the way, I go the right way. Oh, you talk sense. I said, yes, I am not nonsense. Then slowly the eyes thawed. And then I had to ask also something. I said, you are going to Mumbai for what? I am going to Mumbai for a job. I am IT. So what do you expect in your life? I should have a beautiful house on the seaside. I should have intelligent, handsome, rich and understanding husband. Then I should have 2 cute children, a beautiful car, a nice place to live. I said, this you want now or afterwards? What for you want all these things? For becoming miserable or happy? Of course for becoming happy. Very good. Now my question is, whether you want to be happy here or after going to that house, imaginary house. You want to be happy here? Yes. You want to be happy then after you get the house or now? So here and now. Third thing, do you want that happiness to grow or be stagnant there only? No, it must grow. Very good. Then do you want that happiness where you have to put lot of struggle, then you get happiness? No, I want effortless happiness. I said, all this is not possible in your dream. To have handsome, intelligent and obedient husband is only imaginary. Such species is not yet created by God. Husbands are never intelligent. There was a young boy, this happened in USA, my neighbor. He was asking his father, Dad, I want to be an intelligent husband. So Dad looked at the son and was watering the plants. He didn't talk. Again, Dad, you are not answering my question. I want to be an intelligent husband. Then the dad said, look here, my dear son, there is no species called as intelligent husband. Intelligent people never become husbands. There is nothing like intelligent husband. See, we are only living in a dream. So, sarvani karmani mai sanyasya. If you are committed for something higher, then nothing can disturb you. But we are lost in small little perks here and there. So, mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa. And it must come from within, adhyatma chetasa. So, what is that surrendering all the karma? Be attentive. Whatever we have done in our life, does it leave a scar on our mind? Regrets, frustration, oh God, I should not have done that. You know, in old age, what tortures a person is, one, the guilt of wrong commissions and the guilt of right omissions. What should not have been done, I did it when I was young. What should have been done, I have never done when I was young. Now in the old age, you have got lot of time to brood over the past and become miserable. Therefore, sarvani karmani mai sanyasya adhyatma chetasa means live in such a manner that you are not carrying the burden of regrets in your life. Now while living in this manner, so this is the inner adjustment. Now externally, first is nirmamo bhutva. Nirmamo bhutva. Mamata pertains to our past memories and achievements. So one of the highest spiritual practice I suggest you try this. Don't talk about your past and don't ask anybody about their past. One of the most potent spiritual practice. Because the foundation is, past belongs to the body, not to you. You are always present. That which is always present is a presence. So, nirmamo bhutva. Don't bring your past. Don't we see the oldies? They all the time talk about the past. Jab hum jawan the, who cares for your javani? See? Therefore, this nirmamo bhutva. Second thing, the regrets of the past, they influence our present. There was one student in a college, very intelligent, good student, in the third year, 4-year course, in the third year it so happened that when the examination came, final examination, he had some kind of disease and loose motions and high fever, and he was admitted in the hospital. He has to forgo the exam. Thereafter he has to appear again after 6 months. After the exam was over, he became perfectly alright, very intelligent, all the teachers used to like him. Again when the examination came, again that fever came to him. Last time it happened, I hope this doesn't happen this time. And then again, loose motions and high fever, again admitted to the hospital. During exactly the time of examination. It was repeated 2-3 times. The past regrets, they overpower our present performance. My dear friends, the past cannot be undone. You cannot control Z. You cannot do that. Past can be only forgotten. Forget about it. Whatever good or bad has happened through you, just forget. Don't carry the burden. And when you do not have past, you will be relaxed. And to erase this past, never bring it again and again in your mind or in your speech. But Swamiji, you are telling this story, are they not the past stories? I am hearing this question. Friends, from the past, there is one simple technique. When you learn from your experiences, you do not gather impressions on your mind. Impressions are in the form of likes and dislikes. When you learn, learning is not an impression, it is a wisdom, it is light. See, like for example, during our childhood, we burnt our hand. So we don't have hatred for the fire because we have learned. Therefore, about the past, nirmamo bhutva, these are the factors. If you take into account, you will see your life is lived according to the Gita Yoga perfectly well. Nirmamo bhutva. Second is nirashi bhutva. Asha means expectations and hope. I hope this will happen, I hope that will happen. Don't lead a hopeless life. Live in the present, exactly. Cheerfully, happily, that's it. I don't know what is going to happen in the future. If you don't know, relax, man. If you know what is going to happen, then be prepared. There is no place for worrying. Now see what happens. Memories take us in the past, worries take us in the future. Net result is, we are not available in the present. And we have no choice but to live in the present. So, our choiceless existence in the present is denied, and neither we can undo the past, nor you can do anything about the future. What is due to come to our life is bound to come. You cannot stop it. It is something like, if you have got a driving license and you are driving the car, you have no choice what kind of traffic will come in front of you. You have no choice. The only thing is, be prepared. Therefore, the past and the future, if these two holes are blocked, then we remain in the present. Now in the present, what happens? When we are doing anything, we get excited. Vigata jvaraha. Don't become excited when you are performing anything, but remain inspired. Excitement is unhealthy condition of the mind. Inspiration is a creative mode. Inspiration springs from the self, the spiritual stamina, and the excitement is only at a body level. See, like the Coca-Cola brand, they will be hanging ha hoo ha hoo. Afterwards, all hanging down. No, an inspired person is never bored, and he is never short of energy. Therefore, this was the first thing I told you. Bhagavan told Arjun, Klaibhyam masamagama partha na itatvai upapadyate. Don't yield to impotency. Impotency means lack of inspiration. We have to lead the inspired life. So, what is the Gita Yoga? First of all, whatever we are doing and be responsible for your life. Have clean conscience. Never gather regrets because of your own actions, own activities. This is first, Mai Sarvani Karmani Sanyasya. And for an average person to understand this simple thing is, think of divine when you do anything. About this, I will tell you one simple example. In a school, children may be class 1 or so, boys and girls. And when the teacher is not there, they'll start fighting with each other. Somebody will pull somebody's hair, somebody will kick somebody, throw the books here. And it was a mess going on. And one of the students said, "Miss is coming." The moment somebody said, "Miss is coming," immediately everybody went and sat in their place, as if nothing has happened. Because the teacher is coming now, she will scold, she will punish. She is sitting quiet. The teacher has not come, but only the awareness that she is coming is enough to control the crowd of that children. Now apply the same principle, be very attentive. In the heart of our heart is the divine principles. Whatever we may be, you may call him Krishna, you may call Rama, you may call him anything you like. Name is not the criteria. The divine reality is the very core of our being. And be attentive. Whatever we are doing, before we do, he knows it. Whatever we talk, before we talk, he hears it. Whatever we think, before we think, he knows it. If we become aware of his presence in our own heart, no wrong action, no bad word, and no negative thought will ever pollute our performance in life. This is the meaning of this shloka, Nirashi nirmamo bhutva yuddhyasva vigata jvaraha. And yuddhyasva means here what? What reference? Yuddhyasva, lead your life on the war footings. See? Once I was in Australia and some organization, any Besant's organization, they called me, "Please come for a lecture." I said, "Okay." Then what is the topic? I said, "You tell me." No, you tell the topic. I said, "Okay. Let us live life on war footings." And thereafter I went there for a lecture. And one elderly lady who was in charge of the whole show, she said, "Mr. Swami, why you are talking about war? We are already having problems in the world." I said, "What did I say?" Living life on war footings. I said, English is your mother tongue and you don't know this phrase. Living life on war footings mean when you go on the war, you are on the war front. And the enemy comes, you say, "Excuse me, this is my tea break. I cannot fight now. Come afterwards." No. You have to be ready there 24/7. No gap. Spiritual life is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. This is what is meant here, yuddhyasva vigata jvaraha. Lead your life on war footings, ever ready. And in this manner, when you are able to lead your life properly, then you will never go the wrong way. See? After this was told, then Arjuna asked a question. There are many thoughts in between. I will come straight away to that one. Sadrushan cheshtate sasyaha prakrute jnanavanapi prakritim yante bhutane nigraha kim karishyati. We may think, I will not do this, I will not do that, but we do because we are under the force of our own wrong notions. Now here Arjuna's question is very good for all of us to understand. This question some student had come and asked me also at 6:30. Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. This is verse number 36, page 61. Here Arjuna's question. Atha kena prayuktaha, under whose compelling force, purushaha papam charati, why a person goes the wrong way. Who is forcing him to do wrong things? See? Atha kena prayuktaha. Who is engaging? Purushaha papam charati. Papam charati means what should not have been done, he does that. What is that which is forcing us to go the wrong way? Anichannapi varshneya. We know this is wrong, I should not do it, but still I do it. Anichannapi varshneya. Baladiva niyojita. As if somebody is with the gun point telling me to do the wrong things. Who is this? See, this is problem for all of us. We know what is right, we know what is wrong. There is none of us who do not know what is right and wrong, and yet we go the wrong way at times. Who is that? What is that because of which our life is completely made a mess? In reply to that, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, now repeat this verse 37. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kama Esha Krodha Eshaha Rajo Guna Samudbhavaha Mahashano Mahapapma Vidyena Miha Vairinam. Bhagavan said, see, when you take the translation, in this book you must have seen, the Hindi translation is Sri Bhagavan Bole. So it is okay for translation. But Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, if you want to know the deep meaning of this statement, these are the divine declarations which are beyond the limitations of time, space and object. This is universally applied. Like when the law of gravity was established by Newton, earlier it was there. It's not that it was discovered by Newton, it was already there. But because Britishers were ruling the whole world, so whatever they say, that was the East. So this law of gravity is not meant for only people who discovered it. It is a universal law. But then I say, no, I am Indian. I don't believe anything British. They have ruined our country. Therefore, I don't believe the law of gravity propounded by Newton. Then what do? I go on the 20th floor and leap outside. I will not fall because I don't believe in that law. You go and your story will be over. Laws of nature, they are not addressing a particular person in a particular society, in a particular situation at a particular time. Laws of nature are universal. Our Bhagavad Gita talks about this. It is not addressed to Hindu anywhere. You don't see a word Hindu in Bhagavad Gita. It is meant for human beings, whosoever he or she may be. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. It is not that if you don't do this, you will go to hell. No. So, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, what is the declaration of the divine? It is Kama Esha Krodha Esha Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. Who is forcing us to go the wrong way? The teacher says it is desire alias anger. And this is born out of what? Rajoguna Samudbhava. Rajoguna is the active principle. Is the expression of the active principle is the desire alias anger. And what does it do? Maha Ashanaha Maha Papma. Desires, Maha Ashanaha means can go on eating. Ashanam, eating. So Maha Ashanaha, desires can never be fulfilled in life. One will follow another, third, fourth. The other day I was in somebody's house. It was raining very heavily. So I told that, I said, Amma, such a lovely raining going on. We must have a nice cup of tea, isn't it? Yes, Swamiji. Poor lady, she went and prepared tea. After I took one sip, only tea, no pakodas, second desire. Then, okay, Swamiji, I'll get it. Poor lady went and somehow prepared something pakoda. Don't you have green chilies? Mirchi pakoda acha lagta hai. The third farmaish. One desire is always followed by other desire. See, Maha Ashana, desires can never be satisfied. And therefore, one goes on accumulating. See, we are listening every day and hearing the amount of corruption that is going on everywhere. It is only because of this Maha Ashana. Whatever amount of money is given, $100,000 million, we can't even count them. But even that they want more. What for? Maha Ashanaha. This is Kama. And Krodha is anger. Maha Papma. When a person is angry, he can do anything because under the spell of the anger. Therefore, these two things, desire, when not fulfilled, it is called as anger. Desire and anger together make a person do the wrong things, what he never wanted to do, yet it happens. So Arjuna's question was, under whose compulsion man goes the wrong way? So this is the answer. Under the compulsion of the desire alias anger. Now many students had this problem. But without desire, how can we live? You have desire. Nobody said don't have desire. But have desire which are guarded desires. See, it is something like this. If we have to drive a car on the road, we must have a license, driving license, yes. Now when we have driving license, does it mean that we can drive the car anywhere the way we want? No. We have to follow the rules and laws applicable along with the driving license. So we have the freedom to drive the car, and it is a guarded freedom. Under these rules and regulation, you are allowed to drive the car. If you break these rules and regulation, you are a punishable offense. See? In the same manner, yes, desire you must fulfill, but they must be guarded. And who will guard these desires? It is here the Dharma Shastra comes. See? Therefore, desires can be fulfilled, should be fulfilled, nothing wrong in that, but they should not be fulfilled without any control over oneself. Therefore, whatever you are earning, earn judiciously, not the corrupt way. Whatever you are indulging, enjoying, enjoy judiciously under the proper way, not the way you want. Therefore, desires are not a problem. But when we get carried away by the whims and fancy without any self-control, then those desires become problematic. Therefore, Maha Ashanaha Mahapapma Vidyena Miha Vairinam. And the desire has to be recognized as our enemy number one in our heart. See? It's so important. Now, how do we deal with the enemy? Enemies should be dealt with only by killing them. Don't bring your ahimsa in a wrong place. See, friends, enemy should not be forgiven. In the same manner, the enemy in us is the desire. So don't entertain the desire beyond limits. And this is what is important, because afterward the desire becomes our second nature. And this is how many people get into depression because of desires. I'll tell you an experience. There was a couple, both of them were psychiatrists. And husband was retired and she was still doing the additional job. One day she took me for shopping. So she wanted to buy some vegetables and I said, okay, come, I'll come with you. So I went, this happened in UK. And then she purchased so much of things. We were only three. She, myself and her husband, three of us. She purchased spinach, palak, 5 kilograms. I said, Mama, are we going to eat like the buffaloes? We are three. This will get spoiled. No, kabhi kaam aayega. And anything, when she goes to market, she will be buying huge bulk and bring it at home. And it is rotting there. There is nobody there. At least here in India, we can give to something. There is nobody. So I spoke to her husband. I said, Mahatma ji, I feel your wife is in depression. No, she is a psychiatrist. I said, then she must be in depression. How come? I said, because she is purchasing too much. Friends, one of the signs of depression is they cannot stop shopping. Shopping becomes one of the diseases of the depressed people. They have to go and buy something or the other. They will buy for others, but they have to buy because sense of insecurity is in their heart. And this is how the kama, the desire, can never be satiated. See? In some girl's house I went, and her father said, Swamiji, I will show you my new house. So he showed me this room, that room. When her room came, she was standing there. Swamiji, you are not allowed to come in my room. Then her father says, Swamiji, she will not allow you because she has got such a junk in her room, but she doesn't want to throw. I said, is it? Then I will go. And then I dodged her and went to her room. Could you believe? She had 50 pairs of shoes. Now imagine, with 2 legs, if there are 50 pairs of shoes, had she had 4 legs, what she would have done? Why we keep on accumulating, Kama esha, krodha esha, rajo guna samudbhava. And such people are too much possessive and accumulative. Therefore, maha ashana maha papa vidhi enam iha vairinam. So we have to draw a line in our life. Thus far, not further. Lakshman Resha. We have to draw a line. Shoes, so many pairs, not more than. Clothes, so many pairs, not more than. Jackets or warm clothing, so many, not more than that. Otherwise, like you go to these walk-in wardrobes, you can get them very easily in Western countries. Walk-in wardrobe, it's a room itself. And our Indian ladies, they will be having at least 365 saris hanging pathetically on the hangers, and when they have to go for a function, they enter inside like the Chakra Vyuha. And they whether I should put on this, and ultimately, with great difficulty, one they take out, and then it is not ironed properly, this thing, that thing, and on frustration. Minimum things you have, you will be happiest in life. Maha ashanaha maha papma vidya enam iha vairinam. And further, how this kama krodha, they are covering our wisdom. Dhumena vriyate vanni yatha darsho malena cha yathol bena vrito garbaha tatha tene ramavratam. Now understand the covering, how the wisdom is covered. See, 3 examples are given. Friends, covering is like this. If I am obsessed with any particular color, red color, green color, yellow, if I am obsessed with that, and if I don't get that color, I become miserable. So what happened? The colors have covered my vision. If a particular food stuff I am obsessed with, unless I get that, I will not eat food. So the taste has covered my tongue. In short, objects cover our sense organs. Sense organs cover our mind. Mind covers our wisdom. And when wisdom is gone, everything is gone. Therefore, here the teacher is telling, like dhumena vriyate vanni, like the fire is covered by the smoke, or the adarshaha malenacha, the mirror is covered by the dust, and yathol bena artha garbaha, like in the womb, the baby is covered by the placenta. In the same manner, the wisdom is covered by this desire. 3 examples. The 3 examples are 3 types of desires. Tamoguni desire, Rajoguni, Sattva-guni. Tamoguni desire is want to have too many possessions. See? Rajoguni desires want to have too much indulgence. And Sattva-guni desire is want to be goody-goody all the time, fake goodiness. See? Such 3 types of people, they are unable to walk the spiritual path. And therefore, here, Indriyani manobuddhi asyadhisthana muchyate eter vimohayattesha jnanam avritya dehinam. Now this desire or the kama, where do they operate from? If we want to take care of the terrorists, we have to find out their hideouts, where they are hiding. And once we get the information that the terrorists are hiding in such and such place, then the police can go and encircle and catch them. In the same manner, where from the desire is operating? Is desire an object? So important, friends, understand the desire principle. That day I told you it is like an abscess on the mind. Another way, Desire happens under two conditions. Number one, when we have a sense of incompleteness. Number two, when there is a sense of otherness. Three, we have desire about something which is other than us. Like the eyes can see others, colors and forms. Eyes cannot see themselves. We cannot have desire about ourselves. Because we are we. Therefore, if we want to get rid of the desire, these principles have to be understood. So here the teacher says, Indriyani manobuddhi asya adhisthana uchyate. Asya kamasya adhisthana indriyani manobuddhi uchyate. These are the three places where from the desire operates. First, indriyani, the sense organs. Second thing, the mind. And third thing, the buddhi, intellect. These are the three places operating from here. The enemy desire kills us. See how beautifully it is brought out. First of all, the desire starts operating from the sense organs. We are the slaves of our sense organs. I want a particular type of cloth. I want a particular type of food. I want a particular type of music. I want a particular type of smell. See? So everything, we have got too many choices. And if our choices are not fulfilled, then we become miserable. And choices are what? Two things, likes and dislikes. I like this, I dislike this. Now what is the logic behind it? Observe this. Our liking and our disliking has no logic behind. In one young couple's house I went for a cup of tea, and she was bringing the food, the tea and everything. So I was watching their house like this all around. And then I took newspaper just to pass time, and she saw me. She said, Swamiji, I have seen what you have seen in our house. I said, very good. Their house was in a mess. Walls were not properly painted, and it was peeling off. And it was looking as if you are staying in some Harappa Mohenjo-daro house. So she said, Swamiji, I have seen what you have seen. I said, okay, give me tea, coffee, that is my main interest. He said, do you know why we have not painted our house? I said, I do not know, and I don't want to know. It's your house, you make anything, who cares? I am going to go after coffee. He said, no, our problem is, now see, our problem is, I like light pink color. My husband likes light cream color. And we are not able to decide which color to be given. And when we got married, that time we had made a promise to each other. We will do anything in our life when both of us agree. Now here, he doesn't agree with the light pink and I do not agree with the light cream. And therefore we are not able to paint. What should be done? I said, look here, I am a Swami, I am supposed to help you, so I will sort your problem out. Yes, Swami, please tell what should be done. I said, you paint your house from inside, coal tar dark, black. The moment I said, wait a minute, one by one. I said, Mr. Husband, tell me, should we paint our house from inside black, dark? No, no way. House is not black from inside. I said, wife, you tell now. Should we paint the house dark, black from inside? No way. I say, see, now both of you agreed. No, paint it. What is the logic? I like this color, I like that color. Remember this principle. Likes and dislikes have no stamina, no logic, no reason. And our whole life is guided by these likes and dislikes. See, my friends, where are the likes and dislikes located? They are located in the mind. Where the wisdom is located? Wisdom is located in the intellect. Where vivek or discrimination is active, that is intellect. Where likes and dislikes are active, that is mind. So when we are functioning in this world, first of all, the desires overpower the sense organs, and then we become the victims of the sense organs. Unless I get that, I will not take food, or I will throw it away, I will waste it. See? So, Indriyani, then Manaha, and if our desires are not fulfilled at the sense organ level, then the desire migrate to the mind. Then such people become emotional. See? Like old people, you can see that. If you give them of their choice, is good. If it is not given, they'll keep quiet, they have no choice. This experiment I had done. I asked one old man, I said, Babuji, how is life? ठीक है, जिंदा है. You have taken food? If somebody gives, I take. Do you get the food of your choice? What choice? Whatever is left over, that is given to me. Your health is okay? मरा नहीं अभी तक. Understand, the desire has gone in his mind. A person who is possessed by the desire at the level of the mind, he is a very strong ego. See? How do we know our ego is very strong? Like corona, what are the symptoms? So from the symptoms we conclude it is a corona. In the same manner, what are the symptoms that the ego is very strong? The symptoms of the strong ego, we get hurt very easily. We become miserable every now and then. Such people are very strong ego. See? So, the desire first of all overpowers the sense organs, then it occupies the mind, and after that is done, then first the sense organs are conquered, then the mind is conquered, now the desire goes and infects the intellect. And then what happens? Be attentive. Then wrong is determined as right. I am not the only one corrupt, everybody is corrupt. I am not the only one who is cheating government, everybody cheats. See, that means doing wrong is not even a shame. This is how the desire is overpowering us. And that is why we have to lead our life according to the scriptural injunctions, then only we can be protected from that. Therefore, tasmatvam indriyani ado niyamya bhartarshava papmanam prajayihena jnana vidyana nashanam. Therefore, Bhagavan tells Arjuna, first of all, control and conquer your sense organs. See, yesterday I told you probably, the only one thing if you work on sincerely, rest of the things you may do not. One thing you try sincerely. Take control of your tongue. Tongue is two in one. Tasting organ, it is called as rasana, and talking organ, it is called as the jivva. This difference is not in English language, it is only in Sanskrit. So rasana means the one by which we taste the food, and jivva means by which we talk the food. We talk to the people. Now be attentive. If we control our tongue, meaning give yourself zero choice as regards food is concerned. Whatever comes in front of you, eat cheerfully, happily. I don't like this, I don't like that. No. Don't insult. You must have read Annam brahmeti vajanat annadeva khalvimane bhutani jayante annena jatani jivanti. See, food should not be condemned, should be respected and eaten cheerfully and happily. More than what you eat. How you eat determines the utilization of the food in your system. The food is good, but you are in an off mood and you are frustrated, that food will not be digested properly. See, in Yoga Vasishta, this thought comes in a very big way. The vyadhi, the diseases of the body, are only because of our Madhya Pradesh is not proper. Madhya Pradesh means stomach. If our digestion is perfect, your body will remain healthy. And digestion can remain perfect when your food is digested properly. And it can happen when you do not give too much of choice and enjoy every moment of your life that you are, whatever food you are getting, enjoy that. See, friends, that is one control. Tasmatvam indriyani ado niyam. First control your sense organs. So the tongue is controlled as regard food is concerned. Then the second is, the tongue is also used for talking. Now about talking also I have given you this thing, again I am repeating, try it sincerely. We talk in two ways. We talk to others and we talk to ourselves. And both the things are done by the tongue, organ of speech. So before talking to others on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? See? We keep on talking unnecessarily. And that takes away a lot of our energy. See? Don't talk. What is unnecessary talk? We want to ask about somebody. Hey, where are you from? Where were you born? Why were you born here? You should not have been born. There is no need. See? But we keep on collecting everybody's kundali. And then, oh, I was also there, Then the story goes on and on and on. And there is no end to that gossiping. See, friends. And the worst part is, the secrets of our life are leaked by us. I'll tell you one small example. This is just an example, not the reality, okay? I told my friend. He has not asked me, but I have no control on me. So I told my friend, I say, hey, when I was, in college, I have killed one boy. And then, I was put in behind the bar. But somehow I managed and I came out. Then how to protect myself? Then therefore I became a Babaji. But don't tell anybody, okay? I told you because you are my close friend. He said, no, Swamiji, why should I tell anybody? He will also have one close friend. He tells his close friend, don't tell anybody. That friend will have another close friend. And like that, the whole chain comes, and one person's close friend I was. And he told me, Swamiji, people are talking about you like this. Where from it started? Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate. There is no need to talk about yourself. Control your tongue, talking to others. The second thing that we talk, we have opinion about everything. We have suggestions even to God. Bhagwan ne aisa kyun kiya? See? One young person in Rishikesh asked me this question. I was on the Ganges bank enjoying the thing. He said, why God has created this world? I said, you ask God, why you ask me? I am not God. No, but they say the God has created. They also say you are a fool. Do you agree? See? Don't get carried away. Unnecessary gossiping, talking has no meaning. Control your tongue. See? Then the second thing is, stop talking to yourself. Do this experiment right now for next 30 seconds. Done. Have you struggled chitta vritti nirodha? No. Because mind expresses as words. And words joined together makes a sentence. And the sentence gives the knowledge. But if the basic component of knowledge, the words, if they are not allowed to erupt, mind manifests his word. Think. Water manifests his wave. No struggle. And practice this sincerely. It will not happen overnight. Now you are feeling that it is so simple we can do it. It is not. Every day in a whole day time, practice it at least 5-10 times. Each time 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever, whichever way you are. Sitting in the chair is fine. Just sit quiet and for next 2 minutes not talk to ourselves. Instantaneously your body becomes steady, your breathing becomes slow and shallow, your mind becomes quiet, and you are transported in a totally different realm of experience. I am not telling you from any books. Do it yourself and then you will realize what I say is possible. See? Patanjali says, Chitta vritti nirodha yoga, and you start struggling. Panchataya, chitta vrittaya. It will never happen. Each other relax, sit comfortably, whichever way you like, and then next 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 1 minute, not talking to myself, okay, bye. Now further analysis of this experience. When we stop talking to ourselves, not only the mind quietens, but all the activities of the body, they come to a halt. We don't move, we don't move our heads and legs, looking here, there, nothing. Everything stops. Because the key, mind is at halt. इंद्रियाणि मनोबुद्धि अस्याधिष्ठानम् उच्यते एतैर्विमोहयत्येषः ज्ञानमावृत्य देहिनम्. And that is why the importance of getting freedom from desires. If you are hungry to have food, is normal desire. It is not creating any problem. But a particular type of food I want, it creates problem. If you are feeling cold, you want something warm, is not a problem, get something. But I want a particular type of thing, then the problems come. In other words, give yourself minimum or zero choice. Lesser the choice you give to yourself, happier you are. That is the Gita Yoga. But normally when the people get into this yoga, they are too much involved. What type of mala we should have, Swamiji? Mala, you have Vajanti mala. What type of mala? All these external paraphernalia makes no difference. But then that becomes our spirituality. See? Once in Kathmandu, when I came out of the temple, along with me there were about a dozen or two people. So one shopkeeper gave me a chair to sit and gave me a cup of tea so that all the people can go to that shop. Shopkeepers are very smart. So I was sitting having a cup of tea, and the people who came with me went to that Rudraksha mala shop. One lady came and she showed me one mala. Swamiji, what is this mala? I had never seen it. I said, no, see. Now what is the meaning of this? It has got one Rudraksha, one Spatika, one Rudraksha and one Tulasi. It is not only Rudraksha, only Spatika or only Tulasi mala. What is the meaning of this? See? I said, this is a hybrid mala. All the things are together. Now what is the benefit of this unwanted information? Benefit. When you touch this Spatika, you get lot of wealth. Okay, Swamiji. Face smiling. Okay, Swamiji. Then you touch the Rudraksha, all money goes away. And then you take the Tulasi, and then you are confused whether I should go there or not. Don't get lost in these externalities. Real spiritual practice is work on your mind. If we can work on our mind, then only we have learned the Gita Yoga. Therefore, we have to Jahi Satru Mahabaho Kamarupam Durasadam. So the Shatru, the enemy, is this Kamarupa. Jahi, give him up, kill him. He is very difficult to conquer, but that is the only way. This is the Gita Yoga. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.